never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. All right. A couple other people that came up here talked about this historic day. It was 100 years ago today in New York, in that factory, where there were people working and making shirts, the Triangle Shirt Factory. And a fire broke out. And the police, the fire department said, hey, our equipment only goes up to the 7th floor. But there were people there on the 8th and 9th and 10th floor. And when they tried to get out, the doors were locked. And so many of them burned to death. Some of them jumped out the window, and 146 of mostly our sisters, died in that fire. And I want to take you back to what was going on in the country at that time. They took a study and they looked at how much it would cost to support a family. And when they took a survey of how much people were making, less than half of the families were making half of what it cost to support a family. That ain't right! We had people working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. We had kids in the factories and in the mines. But people stood up. And they fought. And they organized. And they shut down those factories. And they made change. And that change didn't come about because the people at the top thought it was a good idea. It came because people like you and like me stood up and fought for it. And we, during the 1930s, we were able to elect a government that thought what the country should be about is bringing more and more people into the middle class. That we believed that everybody should have a decent life. And that's what we worked for. And we were winning. And more people were coming into the middle class. But then in the 1980s, things started to turn around. And they started to take back from us. And we can't let that happen because what's happening today is the culmination of what started in the 1980s. They want to send us back to the Triangle Shirt Factory. And we ain't going! We're not going! The people united will never be defeated! United will never be defeated! United will never be defeated! So what I want to say to you today is we could go through the litany and list all the terrible bills that are coming out of Lansing. But there's one thing we got to keep in mind which unifies them all. And it's what Dr. King talked about. And the words that he said on the day he received the Nobel Peace Prize.
He just took the ball.
Dr. King said, I believe, I have the audacity to believe that people everywhere have the right to 3 meals a day for their body, education and culture for their mind, and dignity, respect, and freedom for their spirits. That's what this country's supposed to be about. That's what our state is supposed to be about. And so, my brothers and sisters, we know they're not going to give us anything. But they got no power unless we give it to them. And we're here to say, we're taking that power back. Power to the people! Power to the people! So, my brothers and sisters, I want to say this. This is our time. In the past, our forefathers forefathers and foremothers picked up those signs, and they held them outside the factories, and they held them on the streets, and they supported each other. And many of them got hurt. Many of them got killed. But they won. And they passed on to us what we've been able to gain in this country. So we're here today, and people are in cities throughout this state and throughout this nation to call the country back to its ideals. All people created equal. All with inalienable rights to life and liberty and the pursuit of happiness. Dr. King said one time, all labor has dignity. Those people don't believe that. They think that people are like machines and you can just plug them in and let them go. When they wear out, you throw them aside. We're not going to let that happen. We believe this nation is better than that. We believe we are this nation, and we won't let them take it away from us. So let it be known. Let the word go out to Lansing and to Washington and to the whole world that we have stood up, and it's our turn to take that torch, and we're going to carry that torch. We're going to carry it to justice. We're going to carry it to human rights. We're going to carry it to a decent life for every person in this state. That's what we're going to fight for, and that's what we're going to win. So let's start right now. I'm going to ask you to start walking in that direction, because in that direction is Senator Tanya Shoemaker's office. We're going to march over there today, and we're going to say, Senator Shoemaker, we're here to turn it around. So let's start going. The people united will never be defeated. The people united